So we're getting still some of that.
All right, folks, we're getting ready to live stream onto YouTube because we said we would be there at noon, and it is noon.
Okay, this is a special group that's right here. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. 50. Look at you, Marisol.
All right.
You look great considering everything.
Okay, I think I hear. Do you hear?
I hear it. Something like that. How about the rest of you? Do you hear that too?
I think I just muted it because I got to keep my eye in the chat.
And I can hear you. Oh, look. Hello there. Look from South Africa. Hi.
Hello, Trina.
Debbie, what's up?
God, we have South Africa on the line.
Yeah. Well, all things are possible with Zoom.
Isn't it wonderful? I mean,
It's wonderful.
it's wonderful.
It's nice and cold out here.
Jihad, this is look from
I'm just grabbing
Johannesburg,
this. I'm not going anywhere.
from South Africa. This is look from South Africa, right?
Hi.
here.
Hi.
This is my son.
Oh, hi. Gosh, lovely
I'm the
to
only one
see.
allowed within 6 feet right now.
Oh,
What's going
Wow,
on?
you look amazing.
Jewelry,
You look
Mom.
great. Look at you.
oh,
So he came in for this occasion. He comes in from the West Coast, 4 hours difference. And she's from South Africa.
oh, well done.
From South Africa.
3 hours.
Well done. Gosh. Okay.
Thanks for calling my mommy on
Yeah,
her crazy day.
absolutely.
It's been really wild. My chiropractor came and had a long visit just now. That was a surprise. And she
Nice.
brought me this. Are we
Right
on
here.
live right now?
Yes.
Are we live?
Here's this
Yes.
thing. This
Got
thing.
it.
Oh,
What?
that's-
This is my, she wanted to get something that was reminiscent of 1972 back then. So she
Oh.
gave me this long dress full of flowers.
Oh,
And so
oh,
this,
oh, no.
this is my wonderful chiropractor who's like we're like two hobbits together, is the way I put it. So anyhow, the calls have been coming. I just went in and got 5 calls when I was out
Why
here
did you come
before
back out?
to set up this. I had to pull it. You know what?
You just went and charged it.
I
got
wanted to
you.
charge it a bit because,
Wow, it is not cold.
so anyhow, thank you for coming. Let's see, who else is here?
If you put your Zoom on gallery view, you should be able to see everyone who's here.
I have to
And I just got a text from someone who might be joining, who I think you'd be very surprised, although she never said if she was coming at noon or at 8, but
let's see, how do I?
I just
What do
said
you wanna
she,
do?
I gave
I'm putting it in
part of it
gallery
away.
view. Do you see gallery here?
Yeah, I got you.
The life is,
Oh, I screwed up. Is that gallery?
no. Gallery is when you see everybody online. Hello
Still
there.
don't. I think is there 6 people or is there more?
Is that David? Who's
You
this?
got- You got Rich for your coach
That's-
from
This
the,
is Goldberg, Rich Goldberg
that's me.
from Gary Knowles Place.
Okay, nice.
And he lives sort of in Glen Ridge, sort of. And this is Jose, of course. And this is Marisol.
And
This
Carol,
is me. This is me.
and Carol, Trina, Carol's just gone, but her place is there.
Carol Alexander, Trina.
Oh, okay.
There she is.
Here she is. Okay, Carol, hi. Were you out there, Carol? So we're out there with somebody.
I
Okay.
was out there with the chiropractor.
Oh, you were still talking.
We were talking about fumes coming from the street,
Oh, okay.
but we're not sure what it is. We're pretty sure it's not gas though.
So anyhow, the Zoom is less clear because I'm outside and the sun is pretty bright right now. So
Oh,
I'm doing my best.
that's beautiful.
So this is my front porch
Yeah.
that I got to live on.
Lovely.
Something very lovely just happened at 10 o'clock. Yesterday, the person who's organizing this little Aging in Montclair group came over with a thing of flowers that has a sign on Aging Montclair loves Trina and some cupcakes So that, and she went around to all the 6 people in the group and gave them something for the party today. But isn't that just lovely?
Oh,
Such a lovely thing to do. And Rich,
lovely.
I'm so pleased to see you. Thank you for your loyalty and your helping with things.
Trina, you've got some viewers on YouTube. Patricia McKeon is saying, happy birthday, Trina. Chris Spears
Okay.
says, hey, Trina, happy birthday. Hey,
I
Pat.
think
Pat's saying hi to me now.
These are some of the people in the aging group, I think. Patricia.
Okay.
I think.
If you drink some water, Mom, I'm getting
I
you a
had-
glass.
No, Pat McKeon is,
I have a water thing filled, but you can get me another
No,
one.
You need to drink.
Pat
some.
McKeon became a fan at 7 Days of Hope, Trina. That's who Pat is.
Okay, Pat. All right. Hi, Pat.
And there's a Chris Spears also here.
Chris is here. Hello, Chris. Thank you for coming on. Chris helps
Hey.
organize the houses, folks. Chris has a business helping organize houses. I don't quite trust him yet to organize mine. And he knows that. So
Patricia says it's great to be here.
thank you. Thank you. You're doing the chat right now. Are you?
I'm doing a little bit, I'm juggling.
Everything you can. So
I just want to make sure that you see your messages that are coming in, that I receive
I'm
them
not
for
seeing
you.
any messages.
Right, that I receive them for you and pass them to you.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
but I think that it is now 12:08. Maybe we'll make 2 more minutes, and at 12:10, I'm going to start the intro.
All right. Do
Lovely.
whatever.
Okay.
What else do you have planned to celebrate your birthday, Trina?
Well, we have another 8 o'clock Zoom. And I said, I really want to stay right here because there've been about 8 calls and about 5 people have just showed up to visit.
Drink it.
So
Gabby and I are gonna run over there once this Zoom is over, because I got to be back here for 8 o'clock.
Yeah, drink one.
Marisol, thank you very much for arranging this. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
sure. We really wanted to do something in the park and have people bring their own picnic, but with everything spiking, and I'm just concerned
Yeah.
that it was just not the right time to do that. You know what it was? I really felt that it's very, very hard not to want to hug Trina on her 90th birthday. How do you not hug her?
I'm not even allowed to.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
people might not think, or you just never know. So I just
Yeah.
thought it would be better to be safe. So Ann Hurley is here, Trina, and she says, happy birthday, Trina.
oh,
And
man,
Chris says,
thank
yes, ma'am, LOL. Jean Clark, happy birthday from Don and Jean Clark. So you've got some
hey,
folks out
great.
here,
Don Jean
and
Clark.
I am
Hi there,
going
guys.
to,
Don is the big
Good
cup out there.
Trina, you look quite queenly with
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Mr. Jose, who's down in
Yeah.
the corner here, gave
Yeah.
me this some years ago. And if these are the real jewels, I'd have my fortune made.
You would
it's
want
beautiful.
that
It's really
anyway.
beautiful.
But
I
I
love
love-
it, Jose. It's
I love
beautiful.
We crowned her also the butterfly queen of Montclair. It was
That's
a
right.
real celebration.
Yep. Well, we had,
Okay, I am going to share the screen. Trina, you have not seen this yet, but you will now. Hold
Okay.
on.
thank you.
What's her name?
Let me see if I could find it.
Cosgrove. Teresa Cosgrove.
Okay, can you see the screen, everyone?
Yes.
Look at
Yep.
this.
Yes.
Okay, and if you wouldn't mind muting yourselves out just for this, it's almost an 8-minute video. Except you, Trina, if you wanted to make commentary. I just want you to be able to hear it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Can you hear it okay?
Without butterflies, the world will have few flowers. So grow your wings and fly. Feed the plants and float by the river, and we'll be here by your side.
Make great choices and take big risks if they're good for you and the rainforest. Sing really loud and don't be afraid. You are the stuff of which butterflies are made. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers. Transform, embrace, and realize your power. Sometimes the pile that everyone's a climbing up seems like the shiniest thing. But look in the eyes of the others you've been stepping on and wake to the light of all beings. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir.
There you are, quietly settling down on a cherry blossom tree. It took a while for you to get here. You've become the butterfly you always wanted to be. Started off so tiny, little caterpillar. You've left your home so very soon. Day by day you grow a little more to find yourself a shelter made of silk, the cocoon. Some stay longer, others move on as they can. But don't feel threatened, it's some others, not your plan. You go through changes right exactly where you are. The day will come, you'll break the shell, unfold your wings and fly. Don't you ever think you remain unnoticed, 'cause you were meant to shine. Now you're on your way to put smiles on people's faces, no matter where you appear. You gently swing your colors through fields and skies, dancing with other butterflies, kissing the flowers passing by. Some stay longer, others move on as they can. But don't feel threatened, it's some others, not your plan. You go through changes right exactly where you are. The day will come, you'll break the shell, unfold your wings and fly. Don't you ever think you'll remain unnoticed, 'cause you were meant to shine.
A lot of people will join our kaleidoscope of butterflies. We have to fly to Mexico. Let's bring home the flowers. Lots of people. We know there's enough room in the sky for everyone.
Butterfly,
We have to climb.
come and sit down with me. Pause for a while, realize that you are me. Enjoy that you are here and feel free to fly. The gift that you have been given, don't hide it, don't be shy. Happy birthday, caterpillar, you've become a butterfly. Butterfly. It took a while, so fly. Fly.
Gosh, thank you.
That's pretty impressive what I saw.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow,
Yeah,
what a
that's
job
cool.
you did.
Oh,
It was a labor of love, Trina. Oh, look who's here. It's Russ. Trina, I think that you need to look at see who else is here. I see Russ and I see Judy Alves here.
You mean
Hi,
something
Judy.
on the screen?
I'm on the train, so I'm masked up, but I was wonderful to watch. Thank you, Marisol, and happy birthday, Trina.
Oh, there he is.
Where are
There's
you,
Russ.
Russ? What are you doing?
He's on the train.
I know.
Yeah, where am I? Belleville. I
Trina,
don't know
can you
where
put
that is.
yourself back on gallery view?
Yeah, I got you.
Isn't this gallery view?
This is all
Maybe.
different tiles. Are there
These are-
9
these are
people and
gallery.
9 tiles right now?
These are gallery
There's
view.
9 tiles.
Okay, so do you see who else is here?
Well, I'm trying to see. I
Oh,
don't see.
Do you
Scott
have a
is
box?
here. Scott is
Jahad,
here.
is there a box that you can
Carol
put that
is here.
computer in to block the shadows?
Well, we could go inside. That would probably help. I don't think we're gonna get away from chat. But maybe if it's this way, then I cannot be in it. That's ideal.
Let's put it
Then you
over here.
might not be able to see.
Well, let's just
I'm
see.
not-
Hi,
it.
Scott.
Hello, what a wonderful tribute video that you produced. One of the best I've ever seen in my entire life.
Thank you. And it's nice not to be dead. Often those things are done when you're dead. So
Beautiful. Russ on the train. Did you see Judy? Trina?
Judy, where? Oh, Judy.
Yes.
Judy, hello. From California?
From Pasadena, California.
She just moved from Florida.
Just moved.
You gotta show your face because
Hello.
this is my
Where's she
son.
at?
She just moved to be near her daughter in Pasadena, California from Florida.
There you go.
Well, there I go. There I go. What? She went to Pasadena, not to 8,000 feet. and
There
have
you
a
go.
plane.
You want he's trying to steal you from us, Trina.
Well,
I'll never win that.
not a place I don't know anybody at 8,000 feet in the mountains.
Right. How gorgeous.
Think
How
so.
gorgeous.
I can get around here in a wheelchair if I have to.
Scott, I'm glad you're here. I did not know. I thought that you were going to be busy and we would see each other at 8 o'clock. So I'm super glad you're here.
Me? Her.
No, for Scott.
Oh,
Happy
Scott, hi.
well, I wanted to pop in.
I'm so glad you're here.
But Scott is one of the mainstays of our Little Hope group. He's the
Well,
one who keeps saying, let's not get caught in the weeds.
so Marisol is a good cop. I'm the bad cop.
So Scott, but Scott's that sort of steady person there.
Okay, I've got a lot of let's go back to the chat here. Patricia, I sent you the Zoom link. It should be in your text messages, maybe. Let's see. We have Frank Kubler says happy birthday. Elaine
Frank, hello.
Durbach says happy birthday. Hi, Trina.
Who is that? Who is that second person?
Elaine Durbach and Frank Kubler.
Oh, I know.
Daniel's son. Is that Daniel Cruz?
That's Daniel Cruz.
Daniel! Dan, I
Hi,
miss
Daniel.
you.
We miss you, Daniel.
There's an AESF in Tagalog, love from Rina in the Philippines. Rina!
Hi there.
Danielson, I guess he was clapping for the video. Liz Lockley says, happy birthday, dear Trina.
Oh,
Tegan
hi.
Blackburn says, I love Qigong. Happy birthday, Trina. Danielson said it was beautiful, beautiful video. I agree. It's nice not to be dead. That was from Chris. Ann Hurley says, I love the song Hope for the Flowers. Is it possible to get it so I could play it on my own? Now, both those songs, Hope for the Flowers by the Porchistas and also Butterfly by Chimana, you can find right on YouTube. So, and I will make sure that when I make that video, because I'll be making that video public on Trina's YouTube channel, and I'll make sure to put a link to both those songs when we're done here and I fix the description. But yeah, I'll actually, I might not make it public until after 8 o'clock. Because the 8 o'clock folks have to be surprised too.
I want to say a few words about some of the people on this screen. And maybe
Yes, please. This is your day.
Jose is up there in the upper right corner of my screen, and he has a little whitish beard, and he's now,
Wave, Jose.
he's inherited the baton. Yeah, wave your hand, Jose, so they know who this is. Okay, there he is. He's really inherited the baton of the environmental movement here in New Jersey and around, and very active in the pollinator corridor that starts now in Connecticut. Jose, where does it
Yes,
start?
the pollinator pathway corridor start in Maine and continue through all the northeast to Virginia.
And we're
Mont-
part of it.
Yeah, and we are part of that. Montclair and the Northeast Earth Coalition are leading the pollinator pathway across the state of New Jersey. And we are not only advocating to create pollinator, we are building up pollinator gardens all around. We had 2 new pollinator gardens in Florham Park, and another will be coming in Kinnelon. And we also have another in Brookdale Park, and another one in Crane Park, and then South Fullerton Avenue, and then Bloomfield. So we are spreading the project all around, supporting community leaders to create wildlife habitats, pollinator gardens for butterflies.
And we raise a lot of food in his gardens. Well, our community, the gardens become community gardens, and give them to the food kitchen and to people who need it too. And in front of my house, there's not it's for packaged foods. So it will keep people alive. It won't really kill them because it's commercial packaged foods, but people can take and put in what they want to do as just a service for those during these difficult times. And so over on the left beside me is Judy Elves. Now she's the one who just moved from California so that she manages to get here with this. You're probably not even undressed practically, Judy. You're not much less on that point. So she's just moved to be close to her daughter. But Judy has been a major person with the Grail in these past years. And I've gotten very close to her as I've struggled to keep a place, that we need a place, a physical place, when some people don't see it that way at all. And because I think that
Tell them my legal argument to keep that place.
no,
Why not?
not now. Okay, so Judy has been a great inspiration to all of us. So thank you, Judy, for your service in the council. And now, you want to say a few words, please?
I want to say a few words, Trina.
Okay.
I I want to bless you. You know, may you be blessed with feeling all the love that surrounds you, not just today, but always. And may you be blessed by knowing that you have really, truly manifested all the art that rests in your heart in all its dimensions. I mean, visual, 3D sculptures. You are the most authentic Grail sister. And you have spent your lifetime transforming this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.
And
Thank you.
God bless.
72 years with this Grail movement since I was 18 years old. So
You are the best. And we will get to everything you want to do. We will do this.
well, Judy, behind you, with you behind us, that we probably can. Okay, and here another Grail person from South Africa is right there in the middle of my screen.
There's
So-
2 Grail people on this screen,
Yes.
and I can't talk about how to save Grailville.
No, we can't. Look, this is from
Hi.
Johannesburg, South Africa. And we were tech people together at the kind of gathering we had a few years ago called Grail People Over 70.
Yeah.
The Grail spent some money to bring people who were over 70 while they still were alive. And we had Janet Calvin's 100th birthday, and Luke and I sat there and we did technical stuff together. I hardly can believe it, but she was our technical whiz.
No.
Fun. Okay, Luke, you want to say something, please? It's
Well,
South Africa.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Marisol, for putting this invitation. And I only saw it this morning, so I quickly sent a message to see if it was possible. So I'm sure people like Mary Lynn would like to wish you. And of course, I'm speaking in Anne Moore's name because she and you had a good relationship.
Yes.
Your time in Paris together, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, Trina, your book is loved here. I used the little script from it for a prayer recently, and I think I sent it to you. And I have a grand niece that when she was born, I bought a butterfly emblem, and I used text from your book to introduce her to you.
Thank you, dear one. So South Africa has always been very dear in my heart, and that's one of the beautiful things about the Grail. That's been to have it's hard to say. We were very Catholic in the deepest sense of the word, reaching out back to with the early Christians and the lesson of love and Jesus' lessons. We were Catholic indeed, and so we had the liturgy. But we had a unique situation of respecting the earth and the land with the liturgy and putting it together. And Luke and I met at Grailville many, many years ago when we were deep into that kind of connection of earth with the liturgy, with the light and darkness cycle of both our spiritual life and our physical life, and then the life and death cycle that Lent and Easter represent. That's sort of in all the cyclical things, whether it's composting, which is another big thing for me, or Hope for the Flowers, which is about this kind of cycle of life that goes from life to apparent death to life again.
Yeah.
And that's what has joined us in my vision of the Grail for all these years.
Well, speaking of Grailville, I have a message for Jihad. Tegan says, yes, save Grailville.
Oh, here, you're looking at the key, and I'm gonna blurt it out. I have to, there's multiple Grail people.
Well, he just said, go, just save it, save it.
He did free artwork for how many years, never was paid. So if they're gonna essentially kill the spirit of the Grail by selling its campuses, she should be compensated for all her past work. Thus, that frees the sale.
Now, I don't see things
But
that
you don't
way.
think people should be paid for what they do.
We very greatly differ about some of these matters. You have to understand to start. with.
Trina, we've got some new people that just joined, and
Oh, who are they?
I have a, let's see, some, Liz Lockley said monarchs
Tria.
enclosed this morning in North
Tria's
Vermont.
on. And Taya and Tria on, and Mommy. How wonderful. These are people who, these are very special people to me, both of them. And you want to say something, you guys, please?
Well, when it's our turn, we don't want to interrupt.
What?
When it's our turn, we don't want to interrupt. Other people are talking.
Well, I don't know that.
I think you were going, I think you were going around the room.
He's done.
I don't think you, but you were going around the room talking about people. Was Carol next?
But you jumped on. Just go on. Just you're there, and you just got on. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say that Tria, my daughter here, say hi. Hi. Was a little bit named after Trina because we love her and respect her so much in our lives, and she means so much to us that I want to call, if I called her Trina, that would, like, there really can be only one Trina in our lives. So we named her Tria, which is close. And now Tria just turned 10 this summer.
Welcome, Tria. Happy birthday.
Double digits. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Is Taya there too?
I want to say that I have always said, can everyone hear me? Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I'm not very good at this. I just want to say that I've always considered Trina to be my spiritual elder. I don't always say grandmother because I feel she also feels like my contemporary most of the time. And I've known her since we were at Grailville 21 years ago. And she's always been an amazing mentor. I've learned so much from Trina. And it's also, she's an inspiration for what I want to do with my own life. I think that, you know, it really changed the path of my life after sitting around the kitchen table with her in the evenings at Numa House at Grailville when I was an intern there. And then when I worked there later, you know, the things that she had to say to me about, you know, the agriculture movement and the eco-village movement, it really changed the direction of what I did with my life. So I love you so much, Trina, and I really, it's been too long. We do need to get together.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, whoever you are.
Russ, I muted you because we're listening to the train.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, now let's see. I think
I want to tell you that Leva Zadina also says happiest of birthdays and anniversaries. Trina, you are a gift who keeps giving to the world.
Thank you very much, people. And let's see. How about Russ? Russ, are you still on? Are you off the train?
He got muted.
I'm here, and I might be popping into the tunnel into Manhattan, so I might lose you. So let me send you my love and best birthday wishes now, Trina.
Okay.
And hello, Jihad. It's good to see you. I hope perhaps
You,
perhaps I can see you in person a little later if you guys are around. I'll wave from the distance and
Well,
blow air kisses.
Heard all the distance stuff way up. Don't worry about it.
okay. I want to stay here all day in case people do pop in and there are phone calls that come. So I want to stay here. If people want to bring in food, they can do that, but I don't want to go out.
I might go get you Indian food soon.
So anyhow.
I will swing by.
So you're welcome. And Russ and his.
I might be gone. I'm going sailing tomorrow. I may never be back.
Russ and his two girls. Russ and his daughter and son were here a lot for a couple of years, and Russ actually lived here. And so I got to know them, and it was a very special time. And Russ, Mariah stopped by this morning.
Aw.
And she brought me this picture. I think you'd all like to see it. It's pretty special. It's a gift. I don't know if I'm holding it.
That's
beautiful.
spectacular.
Isn't it beautiful?
Well, now we see the house next door, but if you tilt it a little bit,
Which way?
you're getting there. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? That was a surprise. Her presence was a surprise too. And so thank you so much. And
Tina Schumacher and her sister Gina wish you a happy birthday, and so does Shelley from
Gina.
church.
Thank you, and Shelley. How wonderful. Thank you that you're on. And let's see, who else? I can't see, I mean, with the glare on the glass
What do
and
you
being
want?
outside.
Tell me. I'm trying to text.
Well, I'm trying to find out.
Do you
who-
have an umbrella that you can open and kind of
We
put?
do have umbrellas right next to the, right
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
right inside the
Don't
door.
you worry, little lady.
Okay, don't worry, little lady.
Are you leaving us, Scott?
I'm leaving, but I
can't-
want you to enjoy every moment today, Trina.
Thank you, Scott. And Scott has been a pillar for me.
Oh,
I love that man.
well, the feeling is mutual. It's really an honor. See you later.
Thank you, Scott.
Bye.
Watch your eye with the pokies.
We're going to see if there's an umbrella that helps anything.
Oh, it's just bright out. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. 'Cause I'm out of it.
We still
Sorry about
see
that.
you.
I don't think it helps much, frankly.
If you drape it over the laptop instead of you.
It doesn't. It's just sunny out here. There's glare.
It's
There's-
very sunny.
There's light bouncing off all these bright houses.
It comes from every direction.
Yeah.
We're not
The,
just,
the umbrella does look good with the tiara.
yeah, this was a gift from Jose some years ago. Who's this? This funny picture down there? What's that
Oh,
name?
that was Tria.
That was Tria.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it's,
That's
and
really
Carol, you're
really
here.
awesome.
Carol Alexander. Now she's a very special person in my life. We went to mass at St. Peter Claver for years together until COVID came. And she is really a healthcare worker who's now going back to school to get further accredited. And Carol, thank you for your life. Thank you for your life of service to so many people. You want to say something, please?
I just want to say that it's been a privilege and honor to know you. You give me hope, you give me inspiration. And at times when I think of giving up and I see you and all that you do and how you keep going, it just gives me more motivation to keep going on. I love you dearly and I'm happy to have you in my life.
Thank you, Carol. It's a privilege to know you too and to have you in my life. And we shared so much together with our religious experiences. And
It's almost gone.
and then let's see, Rich, you're right there. Rich, we experienced something profound together. And Rich was the person down at the villa at Gary Knowles' place that ran around and told us what things were going on at what time, because the written menu was never accurate. So I think that might have been part of the plan to see how flexible we could be. But he also helped us give out the supplements that we were taking. I have had the privilege, and Rich has too, of being part of this reverse the aging process. I decided with my serious eye problems and my shaky hands that I had to make health my priority if I wanted to have a good next 10 years of productivity and not just become an old lady who sits around. And so Rich was a very important part, and he lives not far from me. So, which is very rare. He called me and was interesting to me. I was thinking I was going to see about how to get my physical order in life. And the questions he was asking from Gary was, are you more troubled by anxiety or depression? Oh, my answer was neither. But then when I was down there, I realized a couple of weeks into the program that I was there for 4 weeks, a couple of weeks in, when I was really very free, I had Carolyn Dadala and my friend Mary Z able to take care of my house, and I still had to worry about the squirrels in my roof. That I didn't have any responsibilities right then. And I realized that I hold tension in my shoulders, they go up all the time. And I have a low level of stress that I carry around, but just for everything. Yeah, the state of the world, but also for everything. And so that's what I need to work on, because you really can't get really healthy unless you can do something about the stress one carries. Right, Rich?
That is right. You are my star student down there. It's ironic that we live a town away from each other and have for a long time, and I had to travel down to Mineola, Texas to meet you, and that was just 4 months ago, but you brighten the whole place. You brighten everywhere you go. They say good things come in small packages, and you're the living embodiment of that. everywhere you go and everybody you come in contact with, you just leave with a smile because you generate that from deep inside of you. And it was such a pleasure to be with you. I was just there with you for 2 weeks. I was supposed to be supporting 18 participants, and Trina made it clear to me that she really didn't need much support. She could do anything anybody else could do. She got in the gym to exercise, and she surprised everybody, including herself. She was the superstar inside of the gym and outperformed a lot of people much younger than her. But it's just a joy to be around her, and you could tell from the video that you played, every single slide, Trina, you have a smile on your face, whether you're doing your socially active work, or you're working with butterflies or children and doing educational work. Every slide, you have a smile. And that's what I love about you, your energy, your spirit, and your youthful vitality.
Thank you, Rich. At 90, that's a wonderful thing to hear. And I'm very grateful to have reached this far. So when I think about my aches and pains and what isn't right, I think about, God, you've let me live this long. So let me clean up my act. Let me get a trust together for all these things that I have to do. Let me get my business arranged so that I don't just leave it in a mess. And so that's one of my big jobs. And I want to get my new book out, Chickens and Foxes, and my 2 sequels out. And so that's the job as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Hope for the Flowers, the publication of which in English happens 1 year from this month. So we'll see what happens with all that.
Trina,
Scott?
is it possible to take that handle and move it just a little bit away from the camera? The umbrella handle?
Oh, of course.
That would be
Not
great.
attached to, is it? No, it's not gone yet. I don't know that the umbrella is helping much.
You have Una here on YouTube that says, happy birthday, Trina.
Hello,
And
everyone.
Smith Boring says, happy birthday.
Oh,
And Diana I says, happy birthday, Trina from New Jersey.
who's Diana who?
Just it says Diana I. So Diana, maybe you can type in your last name, please.
By the way, Smith Boring is really her business name. That's so I email.
Trina, just pat your hair down because the umbrella picked it up. There you go.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Smith Boring is a shop at the end of my street, and a wonderful person lives there. Would you like to? Oh, she can't say something. She's not on. She's not on that way.
She could type a message and I could read it.
Okay.
By the way, Jose, I really love when you get off video, look at how cool that that image is.
That's Jose.
That 3-dimensional image. It looks beautiful, right?
So Marisol, this is just a wonderful thing. So what are we doing?
So we're actually going to go into, maybe you can talk a little bit about Qigong, Trina, before we go into the video. And if those of you who would like to follow Trina along, you just really need to stand up. You don't even need that much space. You just need enough space to stand up. And it's very gentle exercise. I'm going to play Trina, who's going to be leading us. But Trina, you may want to say something about the practice.
I've had such really great help during this COVID period, and this has been one of them. And I want to say something about his relationship to Marisol. I heard about it through Marisol, who feels that it helped save her life at one point. This simple exercise. And so it's been a real joy for me. I was doing Tai Chi at the library every week and part of that group. But then with COVID, the library closed. So I've been doing this online at 9 in the morning. And it's a worldwide group. And that makes it very special. You feel that you're on. Now you can get on other times of the day. You don't have to do it at 9. But at 9, you have the sense that a lot of people around the world are doing it with you. So this is my very scared first effort to do anything personal. And we videotaped it because I thought I'd be way too nervous today to do it live. So that's why we made a video tape in my backyard. And so Marisol's going to play it. It's about 15 minutes and it's exercise. So you can stand up and exercise. And I'm going to too.
I am too, but I'm going off camera. done. Let me share my
Yeah.
screen.
I'll
And
do my best.
If you all can tell me that you can see the screen, yes?
See,
We think we can. Hi,
Yes.
everybody. I'm Trina on my 90th birthday. Can you imagine that I made it this far? That's hard for me to imagine that. And also it's the beginning of the 50th anniversary of Hope for the Flowers. So bless you for being with me today to celebrate. My friends in Korea say that on your birthday, you give gifts to other people. So I've been trying to think, what can I do during this COVID time? There's so many things at a distance. I've been given a few wonderful presents during this COVID period. One is my faithful little volunteer team that's helping me with hope all the time. Secondly, I've had a wonderful time with working with Dr. Rita Marie Lascazo in her unstoppable health things, working at my blood sugar issues. And that has been a wonderful program. You make a little community of people caring about health going. Then thirdly, and this is what I'm going to feature today, I've been introduced to spring forest qigong every day. And that's been just a wonderful, wonderful calming meditative practice, typically at 9 o'clock every morning, every weekday morning. And it's been just so relaxing. And so I thought I'd dare try to share a little bit with you today and see what I can recall from the year of practice that I've been doing. And the theme of it is very beautiful. It's, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine as one. It's really a very beautiful kind of prayer to be saying together. And there are people around the world doing it at the same time, and you can also pick it up later. You don't have to do it together with everybody, but I like to try to do it at 9 o'clock every morning myself. So I have that sense of all of us doing this sort of thing together. So I'm going to start with the Monday. We do the 5 elements each day of the week, the 5 days, Monday through Friday. So I'm going to start with Monday, because it seems the logical thing to do. I'm standing, by the way, in my backyard with very busy streets, so you'll hear some noises, all kinds of noises that are going to happen during this. And I'm in front of my field of stinging nettles, which I harvest and share with people. Anybody who's not local and wants stinging nettles for their nutritional value and their tea, I have lots. I'd love to share them. Okay, so here we're going to go. Typically, the person leading it, this is a different person every week. This is very wonderful. So you get people of all colors, men and women, and ages, different ages, and they all are doing basically the same thing with their little personal touches. So I love these differences, and it's been so wonderful to have these differences over the years. So this is the first time I'm trying to lead anything or do anything public. My goodness here. Okay, everybody, I'm about to start, and I'm in front of my big field of stinging nettle, and my coach is saying, be loud. It's really kind of hard because it's a meditative process, but I'll try to be loud so that you can hear me outside like this, if whatever consternation passes by on my very busy county road. Okay, so you're supposed to stand or sit, lie down, or just imagine. And if you're standing like I am, your feet are shoulder width apart. And for me, I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders. So drop those shoulders and relax them. And pull that chin in a little bit. And you can bend your knees a little bit. And usually the person in charge, as you start, by a few little exercises. And we start usually by bouncing. So you think of people all over the world bouncing together, just bouncing. Let your hands swing free, just work from the knees on up, and whatever happens, happens. You keep going and you keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. So this is something for the whole family. The kids love doing it. So you can gradually and gently raise your arms. You keep bouncing and make those wrists floppy. You don't have to flop them yourself. Just let your knees flop them whatever way they want. And so here we are, we're bouncing away. And this is to detox. So the breathing position for this part of it is in through the nose, sort of out through the mouth. Because you're detoxing. That's the point of this part. So you're detoxing and trying to get rid of all those things. And the way they often say it is, you let go of that energy you don't need anymore, and it flies away like beautiful butterflies or colored smoke or something like that. They use all kinds of beautiful colored images in this whole practice. Different ones use different images. So then after you bounce, you can bounce a long time if you want to, and it's good for you. But we're going to bring our arms down now. Bounce a little bit more and then get your spine a little bit lubricated. Bouncing still. And let your body tell you what to do. Listen to your body. It's the feeling that you have in your body. Try not to think too much. That's hard for me. I like to think. And so, then you come to a kind of quiet space. And then you wake up a few points. You might feel some tingling already from the bouncing. But they recommend you touch a few points. Like apparently, this is a stomach point. You can use a couple of fingers, and you do it 9 times. Almost everything we do 9 times. That seems to be the magic spring forest number. So I won't count them every time, but here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then up between the eyebrows, it's the bladder meridian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the top of the head, that. And then the back of the head. Then you move down to this little point that sticks up. It's the bony protrudence here. And that apparently is the point which the energy from the sky, and it touches the energy of the earth, and you're bringing them together. So you massage that. Okay, and here's some other points that you do. One side. You cup your hand and you do inside your left elbow. Then you do inside your right elbow. Typically 9 times. I'm not even counting properly. And then you sort of bend over a bit. And you take your loose fist and you kind of do that tailbone, that sacrum, and that tailbone down there. And you give it some gentle vibrations. And then you find this point by your hips. And then perhaps we're ready to start the practice for Monday, which is the joining of yin and yang. So that goes like this. You put one hand up by your face and one hand down by your navel. And you do not touch your body right now. And so you're here and you think of a very bright light behind your navel, a nice golden bright light, and maybe green, because green is the day for this particular practice, but it can be any color you choose that you love. So then one hand goes up, and the other hand goes down. And you keep doing this. It's a meditative exercise. And it's supposed to join this pillar of light that goes from your head down to your torso and can be brightly colored, can be green, can be gold, can be anything you want it to be. And you keep going. And this time you're breathing through your nose. I recommend that you keep a smile on your face. And they have a little acronym for it. Start my internal love energy. Then smile. And the theme of today is happiness. The leader often is saying things like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Happiness is all around me. I'm so happy. And even if you don't feel quite so happy, just saying it is a help to think of the happy things in your life. Even though the world is in pretty strange shape right now, there's a lot of happiness in our everyday life that we can imagine. So we'll bring this to the end for the sake of this demo, but this can go on and on if you want. You just bring your hands down. And you think of that energy ball behind your navel, spinning round in a clockwise position, however you imagine that clockwise position to be. And then it becomes smaller and smaller and brighter and brighter. And it's a little pill deep down behind the navel there. And so then you harvest your chi. That's what you've been doing during all this time. You've been trying to develop your chi. So now you try to harvest it. So that's one way that you focus on that little energy ball. And then you do some of these exercises again that we did before. And then we start now with the face. We give the face a little massage, and it's like a heart. You go up next to the nose, and you come down like a heart shape. You go up next to the nose, and this touches a lot of the energy points in your face. And then you massage your ears, starting at the top. And if you feel a little bit of something there, stay with it a little longer. Work it out. And then go down to the bottom and pull on those earlobes a little. And then we'll go through some of the other things again. We'll tap here under the eyes. Tap at the forehead. And then we'll comb our hair. We'll touch the scalp and move our fingers through our head, through our hair. And then up the top of the head again, and the back of the head, get to that C7, and then do your tailbone, and so and then you think about your kidneys. They're sort of up a little bit from that. You put your hands quietly there and bring some heat into it. And then turn your hands over and massage them a bit. And then You do your arms. You start at the top, go to the outside. You can do it many times. You can make this last a long time if you wish, or also during the day if you want to. And then do the right arm. And then do your torso. This, underneath the left arm, down. And your knees. Okay. And 9 times behind the knees. You should knee sideways. Okay. That's about it. And sometimes they do what they call the dolphin in the neck. A simple but sort of strange sounding exercise. So you put your chin out a bit, you bring it down, and you pretend you're grabbing a golf ball. Then you pull your chin up again, and you let the golf ball go, and you then just bend back a little bit, and you do it over again. And we are told that this is a good exercise for all breathing problems and for COVID and other things like that. So you can see what a gentle whole thing this is. So if it fits you in some way or another, get on board. And this is my gift for my birthday to you. I'm suggesting that you watch this on the lives that is on Facebook under Spring Forest Qigong. Thank you so much for watching. So good, better, best. We make it through together. Together, that's our theme. Happy year ahead for everybody. Peace.
And we're back.
Well, thank you, Marisol, for doing this.
How many of us participated? What did you think?
Thanks,
It'd be nice to
Trina.
get some feedback.
Yeah, good. Good feeling. Thank you.
I think Trina did a wonderful job leading it too. It's, we've been doing this pretty much together at 9 a.m. every morning.
Wow.
So it was kind of neat to have her lead it because, they're on live. So you just go to their live just like we did and we watch the different leaders each week. But it's a 30-minute, they only go for 30 minutes and it's at 9 o'clock. You could always catch the replay, which is sometimes what I do. But I was introduced to Qigong when I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And I really couldn't do much of anything except the bouncing. He said, just bounce, Master Lin. And I actually went to Minnesota and met him and had did some group work out there. So I was so excited to find out that he was actually on Facebook and he had a page and he was going live. And it just turned out that for COVID, they decided for a period of time, they were going to offer the Spring Forest Qigong for free. And then they kind of thought the pandemic was over, didn't we all? Or at least it was going to be. And they set up a group, but there was so many people looking for that live that I know Master Lin and I know his heart. And he said, what can we do? I need folks to step up and volunteer because I can't charge and they need this. This is something that so many people are on and it's a beautiful thing. And so all of the masters that come on, all the people that come on to share each week, and each person takes a whole week, Monday through Friday. But they do it it's a labor of love from all of them. And it's just a beautiful thing that they started that continued. I was so glad when Trina was disappointed that she could no longer do Tai Chi and we could turn around to the Qigong, and she got right into it, which is great. And Trina, you want to explain good, better, best a little better?
Well, the idea is that whatever you do, even if you have to just think the steps through, is good. And then you can do it sitting. And some of the people actually show you how to do it sitting so that you can learn that too. And you can do it standing. And like right now, the person that was on yesterday is outside in a forest, and she was explaining how hard it can be sometimes to lift your hands way up. So you can do the gold post, or you can put them down when you have to. And a lot of this has to do with intention and spirit and your energy. It's very much an energy focusing thing. I find very hard, for instance, to think about that golden ball behind my navel, that whole thing that's every day. But I'm doing it anyhow, so I'm trying to think it through, and say that I'm happy, even if I feel a little less than happy. But I find that those things are useful, and the whole spirit is so great, and it's international. And with my international Grail, I'm very interested in these things which are global, and like this Zoom is global. That's what's wonderful about this, the internet part. Things can be global. It's pretty amazing. Now you can get addicted to it. You can get too much. You can make your eyes not good. It can keep you away from the outdoors and planning things. But nevertheless, what a blessing that we've had Zoom during this COVID period. What a blessing. And so anybody on this call wants to say something more? Otherwise, Marisol, I'll let you do whatever you have a plan for the finale, whatever that is.
Yes, we do have a very short, well, not exactly so short. It is short, but I have to find it. So if someone, I just realized that I have all the videos set up except for one. So give me a moment.
Are there any chats that should be reported on?
Hold on, I am looking.
We hope Marisol can go to bed after this is over and do some resting, because, by the way, she's fighting what they call long COVID. So you know that. That affects the heart and the breathing.
Let's see. I have to go into.
Any comments people can make while she's fishing around for things?
Yeah, I would like to find that program. Is it on YouTube or
it's
something?
It's on Facebook. They have a Facebook page.
Oh, I don't have Facebook. Okay.
Well, can she get on some other way, Marisol?
No.
I don't think so. I think they only have a Facebook page.
Okay. But a lot of these, okay, we'll look into that a bit for you, because these experts that come on often have private groups, and they might not also always be on Facebook.
Anne has a group that meets at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evenings, and it's on a Zoom. It's not on, I'm pretty sure she does it on Zoom.
We have Tai Chi on a once a week here for half an hour. Somebody comes. I live in a retirement village, so that's nice. And then we have biokinetics that I go to at the university. Also trying to keep well while I'm getting older.
Biokinetics, what's that like?
It's apparently it's exercises for the muscle.
Is it tightening and then loosening it?
Well, you use equipment. It's a bit like, it's a gym. It's all the focus is on muscles rather than there's no competition. It's a lot for people with strokes and various and has Parkinson's, and I used to take her there once a week until she became too bad. Now she's in a wheelchair. She can't do things anymore.
Oh, give her my regards, please.
I'll do that. Yes, yes. She'll be very sorry because she
Very,
doesn't
very
have access to internet. This is one of our ground members in Johannesburg.
So I thank you all for coming and
thank you.
and speaking up and saying those beautiful things.
Okay, I have some stuff from the chat.
Okay, my dear.
I have Smith Boring, love your spirit, Trina, a shining example for everyone. Una says, I'm not able to do Zoom now, but perhaps tonight when I'm home, I'm walking the labyrinth. Daniel Sam said, I gotta go now, but I'll stop by on my way home. Happy birthday again, Trina. You're my saint. Wayne says, happy 90th birthday. Hope for the Flowers has had a huge impact on my personal life and the lives of thousands of followers. I appreciate you, Trina. You are the gift that keeps on giving. And Hurley says, thank you, Trina and Marisol, for turning me on to Spring Forest Qigong. I've been doing it daily with the Facebook group live. Oh, how lovely. And AESF, oh, I think we figured out who that was. Oh, it was Rena, says, thank you for your gift, Trina. So those are what's coming in the chat. Now I am going to share my screen again.
And could we give a special clap to Marisol because she really has pushed herself out through this. And it would not have happened without her. She
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
And by the way, we're all wounded healers. We all can be healers no matter what our stages are. We all have our wounds. And we need to work anyhow and not wait till we're all better. Okay. Marisol, go for it.
I was actually looking at, I thought I saw it. Oh, here it is. I did see it. That's why I thought I saw it because it's here.
Is this the closing?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, let me screen share.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks very much.
I've been given the gift that you have been given. Don't hide it, don't be shy. Happy birthday, caterpillar. You've become a butterfly. Butterfly. It took a while, so fly, fly.
That was a big one. And there's, so that was Trina's butterfly release. And there's one last video. If any of you have ever joined for the 7 Days of Hope, you know what I'm about to play. So here we go. Let me share my screen again. And here we go. God bless everyone. If you're around at 8 o'clock and you'd like to join us again, we're here. And again, happy birthday, Trina. I will be.
Thank you, everybody.
Without butterflies, the world will have few flowers. So grow your wings and fly. Feed the plants and float by the river, and we'll be here by your side.
Make great choices and take big risks if they're good for you and the rainforest. Sing really loud and don't be afraid. You are the stuff of which butterflies are made. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers transform.
You're singing along. You're singing along.
Realize your power of los que le necesita para vivir. Hope shiniest thing. But look in the eyes of the others you've been stepping on and wake to the light of all beings. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Flowers transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir. Hope, hope, hope for the flowers. Transform, embrace and realize your power. El bosque le necesita para vivir.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you and bye bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Happy
Wonderful.
birthday, sweetheart.
See you later.
Trina, you have a message from T. Rose
Oh, yeah.
Oldcraft. Please give the warmest and happiest wishes to Trina. Trina, you have long connected to the world and your contributions have been ceaseless and you are so amazing. Thank you for all your gifts of sharing and love. All the best during your celebrations all year long. Much love. She tried to get onto the YouTube live chat and she was not able to make it. So she just wanted to make sure that you got that.
By the way, she
message.
worked in Harvard at the antiques and the old stuff area. So she puts things together and she studies the ancient stuff. She's a very special, rare person, and I'm very honored to know her. She's a connoisseur and helps organize artwork. So that might be able to happen with my stuff, which needs a lot of that eventually. Okay, but first the new books. And this
Okay,
birthday
let's
fitting.
see.
Thank you. That
I
is
think we've got one more thing.
one more thing.
Oh, no, Leva Zadina, I just want to make sure you got all your messages. Says, thank you, Marisol, for your creative work with Trina, helping Trina to continue her creative life. You're very welcome. It's my
Thank you, Eva.
pleasure and my honor.
And by the way, she is a wonderful leader. She's one of our Grail people, and she keeps the vision in place all the time. And she's right now doing a whole course on Hildegard of Bingen, managed by Matthew Fox, which is a very special kind of course. This is a mystic from the Middle Ages who was very up to date in everything that we're talking about these days. So I'm thrilled that Eva's had a chance to do that. I've just been too swamped with other things. So
Yeah, I'm doing it too. It's wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, you're doing it too, Judy. Good.
Yeah.
Want to say a word about it?
Oh, the inspiration of knowing how many, 1,000 years ago, she was right up to date, which really informs the soul that that it's eternal. You know, I mean, she is ever present today. If you met her and listened to her on the street today, you would not think that she started out in 800 something. I mean, it's just a phenomenal course. Phenomenal. Her art, her words, everything about her is just right on target for today. it continues to shock you when you realize how old she was. When you think of a mystic, you think of somebody who is other world. She is of this world. It's fabulous.
Thank you, Judy. And maybe some of us will join that kind of thing and inspire you. Who knows? Who knows the results of something like this or our lives? That's one of the special things that we never will know. Whether we help some caterpillars get off their pillars and become their butterflies, which is the point.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I'm
thank you.
sorry to have left Florida because I was breeding the largest butterfly in the East, the giant eastern swallowtail. So I'll find new butterflies in California.
Okay.
God
God
bless
bless
you in your new home.
Yes,
Thank-
God bless you, Judy.
Many
Thank you.
blessings, many blessings.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Trina, happy birthday. I love you. I'll see you
Love you.
soon.
Are we saying
Love you.
goodbye?
Happy
Bye.
birthday, Trina. Happy birthday.
Okay, bye-bye.
Try to go get something to eat or drink because
Yes, I
we're
have-
going to be
Bye,
doing this
Trina.
again in a few
I have
hours.
some water right here. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Love you.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.